Hey, this is Perry, the hot dog cart guy here with another answer to one of your biggest questions. A lot of people ask all the time, what's the best location for me to set up a hot dog cart? Well, I'm going to give you seven really good locations. I bet you most of you probably never thought about, okay? And I'm going to give them to you in the order that I like them the best, especially if I was broke, where I would start, because most of the locations I'm going to start with are free or super cheap, okay? Number one location for me, industrial areas. Anywhere you got people working in a factory, warehouse area, lower level employees. I mean, people who make 10, 12 bucks an hour or less, and you got a lot of them. They got 15-minute breaks or 30 minutes to go to lunch. One of my biggest tricks ever is just going out to these factories, knocking on the door, talking to the boss, and saying, hey, look, you people are trying to leave. I bet you people try to leave here and get back to their lunch in less than 30 minutes, and they never make it, right? So I want to show you, if you only set my hot dog cart up on your parking lot out here just for a couple hours a day, I'll feed them and they'll stay here at work. They'll be back on time. It's more efficient for you. It's a cheap meal for them. That totally works out. You can get you one or two of those, you can kill it. You learn their break times, you got it. Second, construction areas. Anywhere that you see, we call them roach coaches, or these catering trucks running, are good areas. Anywhere they're building a lot of houses, building a lot of commercial construction, you can bring your cart up, park it just for lunch, an hour or two, make your money and get on your way. These are not stationary locations, most of them. These are like hit and run locations. But I can hit some of these places and make 200 bucks in an hour, right? And go on to the next one and sometimes hit 2 or maybe even 3 in a day. So there's a lot of money to be made in locations like this. Third, this is my favorite if you can do it. Nightclubs are one of my favorite locations. If you'll set up a hot dog cart outside a super busy nightclub or a strip of nightclubs, when people come out of those nightclubs at night, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, they're drinking, they need something on their stomach, they're hungry. You can kid around with them a little bit, you can joke around with them a little bit. And I got people that make over $1,000 a night with hot dog carts right outside nightclubs at night. And they do it from like 12 o'clock till like 2 o'clock in the morning, they're done. That's their day, right? If they won't go during the day and hit it again and make some more money, they can at these other locations I've talked about. If you want a location across from a nightclub and you can't get one on the street because of ordinances or on the parking lot, sometimes you can go to like the guys that have paid parking, and they'll rent you a parking spot near the street or near the curb right in front of the nightclub. Expect to pay 3 to 4 times what you pay to park your car there. They know you're going to make money, so they're going to charge you a little bit more. But it's still cheap rent, and you only have to pay it when you need it, right? Okay, number 4, car dealers. A great place to work on the weekends, Saturdays, and Sundays is taking your hot dog cart to car dealerships, because they have these big open houses, balloons, hot dogs. You've heard the commercials, right? Somebody has to serve all that stuff. So you can just charge them, you charge them usually a discounted rate, about half your normal retail price, and you sit there and give that stuff out all weekend. The cool part is the volume. Although you're selling everything for half price, you're probably doing 3 times, 4 times the volume you would be if you're actually paying, if people were paying you, because there's no money to transact. You just keep up with everything and charge a car dealer one fee, boom. Okay? School events like sack races and field days and crap like that. You got to get approved usually by the school board, and you got to give part of the money back to the school or the PTA or whatever. Get a hold of local PTAs for the schools, and they're the people who will bring you in, let you set up, and let you make your money. Again, great hit and run traffic. You don't have anything out. You just pay a percentage back to the PTA. Typically, 20 to 30% is reasonable. 20% is usually reasonable. 30 is high. Okay? So those, again, it's real easy on a Saturday with 500 kids to make $1,000, $2,000. So you better have plenty of supplies if you're going to do those things. Ask them how many they're going to have. Number 6, small events. Like if you're going to go to little small festivals, bluegrass festivals, fiddle festivals, car shows, stuff where they're really not going to have enough people. They're going to have several hundred people. They're not going to have enough people for concession trailers and concession people to come in. It's easy for you to come in, be the only game in town. And one great thing about car shows, the guys that have the cars at the car shows, sitting there all day. You might have 100 cars, 3 or 4 people sitting there with each one. You got 200 or 300 people in a captive audience. You're it. You're the only place to get food, drinks, anything. You can do quite a lot of money just from the people who are there exhibiting, not even count the people who come in to see the cars or what have you. 7, last one I'll talk about are bigger events. These are things you're going to have to contract for in advance. One of my absolute favorites, Little League ball fields. Any kind of Little League sports field, ball fields, soccer fields, any of that stuff. Soccer's better right now because a lot of the soccer fields don't have concession stands yet. Most of the baseball fields that have been established longer do. Okay, so you can do the soccer fields super cheap. You're going to kill it. You're going to expect to pay 30%. Don't pay over 30%. These guys are usually pretty smart. They're going to get 30% of whatever you take in. And always be 100% honest with them. If you have a bad day, I suggest you pay them more than their 30%. Just so to make sure they have you come back, because there's people that are competitive for that space sometimes. And you might be the only guy in town today, but you won't be the only guy in town forever. So keep your relationships up. Always be straight up and honest with the people who set up the locations. And get out there and sell some hot dogs, make a lot of money. I'm Perry, the hot dog cart guy. Go to hotdogcartsecrets.com. That's hotdogcartsecrets.com for more videos like this, more information. Everything y'all want to know about starting your own hot dog cart business is right there. Hotdogcartsecrets.com. I'm Perry, the hot dog guy. See you soon.